Welcome to Campfire Tales, short scary stories, written and narrated by Olivia Parker. Tale 1. The Scent of Lilacs. The gravel crunched under the tires as he navigated the winding mountain road. It was well past midnight, and the only illumination came from his headlights cutting through the dense forest. A thick fog clung to the lower elevations, making the already treacherous curves even more perilous. He was on his way back from visiting his sister in the next state, a long and lonely drive he'd made countless times. He'd just rounded a particularly sharp bend when his headlights illuminated a figure standing by the side of the road. A young woman, her silhouette frail against the dark trees, was waving her arms frantically. He hesitated for a moment. It was the middle of nowhere, and she looked distressed. He pulled over, his instincts telling him he couldn't just leave her there. As he rolled down his window, the girl rushed towards the car. Her face was pale and tear-streaked, her dark hair plastered to her forehead with sweat. She wore a thin, floral dress that offered little protection against the night's chill. "Please," she gasped, her voice trembling. "You have to help me. My car, it went off the road back there. I think I hit some ice. I need to get to the next town." He nodded, his concern growing. "Hop in. Where were you headed?" "Just to Willow Creek," she replied, her voice barely a whisper. "It's not much further." He opened the passenger door, and she quickly climbed in, shivering. He turned up the heat and offered her the old jacket he kept on the back seat. She thanked him quietly, pulling it around her. For a while they drove in silence, the only sound the hum of the engine and the gentle swish of the windshield wipers against the persistent fog. He glanced over at her. She was staring straight ahead, her expression still etched with fear. He tried to make conversation, asking her about the accident, but she seemed lost in her thoughts, offering only brief, monosyllabic answers. He figured she was still in shock and decided not to press her. As they drove, he noticed a faint scent in the car. It was delicate and sweet, like lilacs in bloom. It was a strange fragrance for such a damp and cold night, but he found it oddly comforting. They continued on for another 20 minutes or so, the fog gradually thinning as they gained elevation. He was just about to point out the lights of Willow Creek in the distance when he glanced over at his passenger again. She was gone. The passenger seat was empty. The jacket he'd lent her lay folded neatly on the cushion. The scent of lilacs, however, was stronger than ever. He slammed on the brakes, his heart leaping into his throat. He spun around in his seat, searching the back of the car.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?